We're going to count down this season's top 10 fantasy baseball busts coming up next on Beat the Odds. Don't go anywhere. Hello, sports fans. Welcome back to another episode of Beat the Odds. We are going to count down the top 10 fantasy baseball busts at the mid-season point here in the fantasy baseball season. If you like this type of content, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you won't miss another episode. We're going to dive right into number 10, Manny Machado. 31 runs scored here so far this year, 9 homers, 33 runs batted in, 3 stolen bases, 253 average. Many selected Machado in the third and fourth rounds of the draft with confidence, knowing that they secured a star at the position that didn't really have a whole lot of stars. The result for those who did, out of all the players that carry third base availability here, Machado ranks 29th. And he's currently sitting behind players like Brian Hayes and Yeimer Candelario. That's certainly not what we had expected. Let's go to number 9, Dansby Swanson. 36 runs scored here so far this year, 8 homers, 34 runs batted in, 4 stolen bases, 267 average. The move to the Windy City has certainly not proven kind to Swanson's fantasy game. We were kind of hoping to see Swanson flirt with a 30-20 season, kind of like what he did last year. That's completely off the table at this point. The only shining star about this is at least his OPS is still sort of respectable at 763 so far this season. At number 8, we're going to go back to San Diego. We've got Xander Bogaerts. 38 runs scored, 8 homers, 27 runs batted in, 9 stolen bases, 255 average. The Padres were really supposed to be a juggernaut offense. Tatis, of course, is being Tatis. Soto is slightly underperforming, but the big contracts of Machado mentioned above and Bogaerts have certainly not lived up to the expectations. Bogaerts started the season well, but it hasn't really been the same since he's been dealing with that nagging wrist injury. To number 7, Andres Jimenez. 33 runs scored here, 5 homers, 28 runs batted in, 8 stolen bases, 247 average. Many saw Jimenez's 2022 season as a natural progression for a young star. He hit 17 homers and stole 20 bases that year with an 837 OPS. And as such, Jimenez was drafted with confidence in the 6th round. I think we may have all been fooled, though. Jimenez is now posting a sub 700 OPS, and he's currently borderline unrosterable in many fantasy leagues. At number 6, we've got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 35 runs that he's scored so far this season, 11 homers, 49 runs batted in, 3 stolen bases, 280 average. There's enough opinions about Vlad's power struggles to start the year that's already out there. Many people think it's a new ballpark. Some people think it's a launch angle. Whatever that is there, Vlad is my candidate to bounce back in the second half, but as it stands, he's certainly not worth the first-round pick that was spent to select him. Going to number 5, we have JT Realmuto. 30 runs scored, 8 homers, 28 runs batted in, 10 stolen bases, 252 average. He was the consensus number 1 catcher pick, and he's proven to us yet again why you don't pay the premium for catchers. He's currently ranked as the number 8 catcher for the season, and the hope is as the Philadelphia offense continues to pick up, Realmuto will start to collect some more counting stats. Going to number 4, we have Darvish. 80 innings pitched here so far this season, 5 wins, 85 strikeouts, 4.84 ERA, 1.23 WHIP. Last season, he had a 16-8 record. He had a sub-1 WHIP. He had a low 3s ERA. He struck out more than 9 per inning. This season, in 14 starts, Darvish has 5 quality starts and 7 starts where he gave up at least 4 earned runs or more. Other starting pitchers for the Padres are starting to turn the corner. Snell and Musgrove come to mind. They definitely need Darvish to do that as well if they want to be able to compete for the playoffs. To number 3, we have Trey Turner. 44 runs scored, 8 homers, 29 runs batted in, 15 stolen bases, 247 average. We were thinking Acuna, maybe Judge, maybe Trey Turner. That was the kind of thought process if you had the first pick in the draft to start the season. It's kind of obvious which of those 3 players greatly rewarded owners. And those that chose Turner, hoping that his incredible World Baseball Classic showing would propel his fantasy baseball season, those were greatly disappointed with what Turner has put in so far here this year. To number 2 we go, Sandy Alcantara. 102.2 innings pitched, 3 wins, 83 strikeouts, 4.82 ERA, 1.25 whip. We all knew that Sandy is an innings eater. We were warned that his peripherals were not sustainable and he's going to take a step back here this season, but we were not prepared for the level of damage that Alcantara has done to fantasy teams so far this season. Here's hoping that Alcantara puts a serviceable second half and can pick up a few more wins along the way on a Miami team that is surging right now. And last but not least, at number 1, we have Alec Manoa. 58 innings pitched, 1 win, 48 strikeouts, 6.36 ERA, 1.9 whip. No player, either pitcher or hitter, nuked fantasy teams harder than Alec Manoa did. His walk rate ballooned, his strikeout rate plummeted, he lost the spin and feel for his slider. And for those who are curious on how he's doing in the Florida Coast League since being marooned there earlier this month, Manoa was just shelled for 11 runs in 2.2 innings pitched in his last start. And that's going to do it here for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it here. Please do leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. That's going to do us for now. We are going to sign off, but we'll catch you guys on our next episode.